Hello there, welcome. It's a little bit of an update sort of VOD thing. Camera's in a horrible position as always. You know me, I always have a horrible position. Um, but I want to just sit down and, have a chat with you guys and kind of give you an idea of what's to come here. So first and foremost, as you guys have noticed, I've been doing a little bit more on the YouTube side of things, and I've been working on trying to restart the YouTube channel. Um, and what that means is I'm going to start trying to do more edits, more just actual recorded videos instead of just chopping stuff up from the stream. And then I'm actually gonna try to put effort into this. Before I was just kind of doing stuff just to try to get some content out there, and it wasn't the best content. Outer Wilds and Minecraft are the two series right now that I'm recording, but I'm looking at trying to find some other series to record and, maybe doing some other things. I'm gonna really kind of change things up a little bit. I'm going to do quite a few tutorials. Like I might do a Blender tutorial where I'm kind of, going over some basics, maybe making the lab from the project preview for that was premiered a couple days ago. If you haven't seen that, I'll put the link in the description. It's really awesome. I have the full plan set out for what's to come after that is all said and done. So everything is prepared. All I have to do is start making it. But, maybe I'll do a little, like, quick put together of the laboratory so people can kind of see how it was made and stuff like that, because it was all made in Blender. Which is fantastic because it is free software. It's by no means like high-end software, but the outcome of it was absolutely amazing. And if you missed the actual project that I'm talking about, I can word, I swear. If you missed the project that I'm talking about, here's an image right here of kind of what I'm talking about, or if I didn't put it there, maybe it's in the background or something. I don't know. I don't know what I do with these things half the time anymore. But yeah. So Minecraft is gonna be a thing for a little while. We'll see how that goes. And then I'm also gonna do like tutorials. A lot of people have been asking me for help on like their bots and stuff like that for Mixer. So expect to see some tutorials with that. Like I'll show tutorials for how to set up commands, how to maybe do a tutorial on the Mixplay board. If you've seen my streams, you know that I have a crazy Mixplay board and I have a lot of stuff that I can do with it, and just a general idea of how to set up the Mix It Up bot and how to really make it worthwhile to actually do. So that's the other thing that I'm gonna do. And then from there, I want to try to start doing some more IRL kind of vlogs. And I'm not talking about where I'm just sitting here and talking into the camera. I'm gonna start seeing about maybe trying to go to some cool places and kind of explore around, do a vlog there or something like that. Or I would really like, because haunted stuff has been a big thing on YouTube for a little while now, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm a little bit skeptical in regards to the paranormal side of things. What I would really love to do, and I might try to push for this, and I might try to actually do this, is I want to start going to some haunted locations, and I want to start trying to debunk that they're haunted. And I want that as a means of, hey, guess what? I don't necessarily believe in this. There's always a reasonable, logical expectation of, why this happens or why that happens. And I want to start trying to figure out a way to maybe debunk a lot of these things, because people are always like, oh my god, haunted, haunted, haunted. The only way that I know that I could believe if something is haunted is if I see it firsthand. And if I start doing these things, and if it's something that you guys actually want to see, then what I'll probably do is, instead of, doing cut videos and all this other stuff and everything else, it'll probably be where it's a live stream that I upload, but I'm going to do the location live every single time. And the reason behind this is, whenever people watch, and look for haunted videos on YouTube, you see all these cuts, and there's background music, and you got that little fright thing and stuff like that. And instead of giving that, I would instead be giving that whole, hey, guess what? This is supposedly haunted. Let's walk around it for about an hour, 2 hours. Let's see if we can figure out if it's actually haunted. And then if it is, great. If it isn't, then we debunk the location, and there's some sort of scientific facts that are backing the fact that it is not haunted. And the reasoning behind this, like I said, is I would love to believe that this kind of stuff, like the paranormal stuff, is actually true. I would absolutely love to believe that, but I've never seen something definitive myself that actually states if something is haunted or not. Like, I've had the creeps in certain locations and everything like that, but I've never actually saw a ghost or anything like that. I've never heard, like, footsteps when nobody else should be there, or, heard sounds that weren't just a building settling, or, wind or whatever. So, I'm not gonna do, like, EVPs or anything like that, because to me, I see the EVP and it picks up radio waves, so all you have to do is just be like, hey, friendo, guess what? I'm going to be doing this EVP. I want to try to make good content here. So can you get on this radio wave and, make it really, really sketchy, really choppy? And then whenever you hear me ask stuff, just kind of give, like, very basic answers with a bunch of choppiness, and that's all that could be. I could be wrong. And if it turns out that, the paranormal is actually true, who knows? Maybe the debunking of haunted locations could turn into exploring haunted locations, So if that's something that you guys are interested in, I'm highly considering doing it. I've done a video in the past. It was actually a stream again, but I did a thing where I played with an Ouija board inside of a supposedly haunted tunnel, and I explored the haunted tunnel. And granted, I didn't explore it at 3 a.m., which people say is when the haunting stuff comes to pass, but haunted is haunted. If something's going to have a spirit connected to it, it's not going to matter if it's 3 a.m. or not. I know a lot of people say that, oh, well, that's when the void is the thinnest. I don't see how that's the case. So, who knows? Maybe I am wrong, and, I'm going to be proven wrong in this. But at the same time, I think it'd be a little cool to debunk haunted locations. And, I'm sure a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but it's haunted. People make content off this. People can still make content off of it. I'm not going to be able to go around, like, the entire country or the entire world to, debunk locations. And for all I know, everything around me is just completely not haunted, and I live in the most sane area in the world. But, at the same time, through my attempts at debunking locations, I could also become a believer of the paranormal because a location is haunted. So I'm not going into it like, hey, let's completely ruin others' content. Let's completely ruin that paranormal side of things. I'm going into it as, this is what I'm expecting. Prove me wrong. If that makes sense. So that's something that I'm going to start trying to get rolling here within the next couple months. Obviously I got to be able to travel and, get to these locations and stuff like that. So within the next couple months, that's something that I'm hoping to do. And then on top of all of that, I have a ton of cool projects. You know, I referenced it earlier, the preview project. I have that all mapped out. I'm hoping that I can have a lot of the stuff already finished and into rendering stage by mid to late December, which doesn't give me a lot of time. It gives me roughly 3 months to complete this entire thing, but the rendering for this is going to take a long time to begin with. So, you know, I have the generalized story all worked out. I have some voice lines. I have ideas of who I want to be part of the voicing for it. And then, you know, if you're not a patron, again, this is going to be down below, become a patron. You're going to be able to see the progress as I make it. So as I start making one scene, or as I finish up one scene for, because there's going to be multiple scenes. It's not just going to be like the preview where it's just one set deal. As I finish or start areas and make progress, it's going to be going up to the patrons. So the patrons will be able to see this project come to light, and they'll be able to see every step of the way pretty much. And then my tier 4 patrons are going to be the ones who are pretty much going to be able to be a part of the project. Right now we have 2 tier 4 patrons. Big shout out to them, Chulakoki and Queen Bee. Queen Bee being the longest term tier 4 patron that I've had, an absolutely amazing person. And Chulakoki, who just recently became a tier 4 patron, is absolutely fantastic person as well. Big shout out to them. They are awesome. Thank you guys so much for the support, and they get first dibs on being in this project if they so choose. So if you want a chance at being in this project, it is going to be about 20 to 30 minutes long. If you want a chance at being in this project, you know, tier 4 patrons, hey. And if you want to help support me in creating this project, any tier helps. Every single penny helps at this point, because this project is going to be very, very time intensive and labor intensive. I'm looking at about a year for rendering alone, and so that's gonna be a long time. It's gonna be crazy. So again, you know, every bit of support helps. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, make sure, if you're new to the channel here on YouTube, go check out my mixer over there. Maybe, I don't know if I put it there or not. If I didn't, just laugh at me going like this, you know, make a meme out of it or something, like woo, you know. But you know, it's gonna be over there, or maybe. But my mixer has been growing at a very steady rate. We actually just passed 11,000 followers, which is absolutely fantastic. And you know, that's a place where you can see me being live. I am live every single day, well, every day except for Tuesdays from 12 to 4 Eastern. So, you know, I play pretty much anything that isn't Battle Royale. And every first and third Saturday, I have been getting Indie Day together. You know, Indie Day is a project of mine that I've been working on, and I've been getting streamers together to start promoting diversity through streaming, instead of just your normal Battle Royale, Minecraft, all that nonsensical bullcrap that everybody sees every time you go onto a platform. I'm trying to diversify that. So, you know, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, maybe I'll probably forget something at some point, or I just completely forgot what I was talking about throughout this entire thing, and I just look completely dumb. Who knows? But you know, thank you guys for joining me here. And thank you guys so much for the continued support, all of you who do support me, Mixer, YouTube, anywhere. You know, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, Mixer, you know, ring bells, ding, 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 you know, all that good stuff. You guys know, you know. If you want to see the content that I'm going to be bringing out, I'm going to be slowly upgrading the content as I go. I'm not going to do like a major change right off the bat. I'm gonna be trying to upgrade it as I go. So if you want to see this slow increase into, I guess what you would call a true YouTuber status, make sure you subscribe and all that good stuff, and definitely give the video a like if you like it. It actually does help. So yeah, on that note, I will see all of you guys next time.